Hey, bud, can you hear me in here?
Hello.
I hear Sean.
Yeah. We're
I hear you guys.
Hey everybody. We got some baseball today.
I think it's just in a loop. Someone's got YouTube open.
Yeah, that was me that had YouTube open.
Damn, I look good. Okay.
Oh, I don't dare get on camera. I'll scare everybody away.
Moondog Rex.
Yeah.
Dave, Sean, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
we hear
we can
you.
hear you.
All right, fine. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. My headset's not working. Do I sound okay? Like, can I use this as my
You sound
stream?
perfectly fine right now.
All right. Screw
But
my
I'm not in
headset.
YouTube, so I don't know.
Can you get on YouTube and see if you can hear me on there?
Let's see.
Oh.
Let's try this.
Someone's saying
All
it's
right.
happening again.
Let me get out of this.
It was he was talking about when I had the YouTube. I had YouTube open and it was
All right, it's
pretty
working now.
low
Okay,
audio.
here we go. All right, we're going now. Here we go. All right. Thanks. Sorry about that whole thing, guys. We're playing Field of Dreams here, hoping to get a couple games in before Bernie and Beatles go on at 10 o'clock for their first edition of Diamonds and Dice on Bernie Strom's live YouTube channel. So thanks, Sean, for joining and helping out. Appreciate it. We got games from September 16th. I'm going to play some Horse Feathers in Berlin and some Manchester, Long Island from today, for this day. And then possibly save the last day, the 17th, the last day of the week, for maybe after Beatles broadcast. If not, I might just sim the rest of the last day after the broadcast, and then we'll just call it a day. But let's go. I guess we'll get going. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm going to start with Horse Feathers in Berlin. And hopefully we can do, okay, you play Horse Feathers Heretics. It doesn't have a lineup there, so I'm just going to load, let's see, computer lineup, add Killian, on Pizarro's a lefty, so we'll do lineup versus lefty, and then doesn't have a lineup for that day, so we're going to load lineup. What should I do, computer lineup or just I don't know what these lineups are. Sean, you there still?
I'm here and I can't make any sense of that, so
Okay. I don't have myself on YouTube, right? Am I echoing? I mean, what's the deal? Is it echoing or it's fine now or what? Buckshot. Try. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to do computer lineup, I guess. So I don't know what to do. It doesn't have a daily lineup. And I don't think I should. Should I do computer lineup versus righty, Sean? Do you know, or what? What do you think the
I'll
best?
go to the load lineup for a second. Go back there.
I don't understand what he means.
Yeah, they're left-handed pitchers. Just load one of the versus righty. Is he versus a righty? So just go down to number one, we'll say, or whatever. Righty.
So yeah, but what do these mean? Like, what is OMD?
Who the hell knows?
I can see that's an injury lineup.
But he's facing a righty, so just yeah.
All right, well, it's the same lineup anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, I guess we're going. Is this still an echo, Buckshot? I'm trying to figure this out here. It sucks not having. Okay. So, all right, let's go here.
He's saying there's an
Sounds good. Okay. Can't hear any sound though, can you? Why is my sound not working? Can you hear my game sound? Oh, you can hear sound. Okay, I can't hear it. I don't know why. I'm not able to hear it. Unless it's coming out of 1 second. I think I know why. I don't know. No, it's not it. Okay, well, we got Pizarro versus. I'm sorry, I'm a little disheveled here. I can't hear the sound, but it's fine. We got Juan Pizarro leading, starting pitching for Berlin against Willie Randolph and the Horse Feathers. We're going to start with the starting lineups here. We got Randolph batting first. Randolph at second base. Batting second is Gary Sheffield DHing. Batting third is Adrian Beltre at third base. Batting fourth is Jason Worth at left field. Batting fifth is Woody Held at shortstop. Batting sixth is Mike Cameron at center field. Batting seventh is Wally Post in right field. Batting eighth is Joey Votto at first base. Batting ninth is Jason Varitek catching. And on the mound, as I mentioned, is Juan Pizarro. And here we go. We're going to start the game up. Here's the first pitch. Pizarro pitches to Randolph. It's a fly ball to left field, and Smith is there for the catch for the first out. And now here comes Sheffield. And he flies out to left field, and Smith is there as well for the second out. And here comes Adrian Beltre. Just traded to Horse Feathers like many other players. And here's the pitch to Beltre. And there's a foul ball. And here's a fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson's was it Floyd Robinson? I can't remember who it is. I think it's Floyd Robinson makes the catch. And that's and here's the starting lineups for Berlin. We got batting first is Jim Landis in center field. Batting second is Floyd Robinson in right field. Batting third is Bobby Doerr in second. Batting fourth is Craig Nettles at third base. Batting fifth is Al Smith in left field. Batting sixth is Roy Sievers in first base. Batting seventh is Reggie Jackson at DH. Batting eighth is Sherm Waller catching. And batting ninth is Luis Aparicio. And here comes Ed Killian to the mound for Horse Feathers. He'll make his first pitch to Jim Landis. There's a ground ball to first. Joey Votto picks it up and tags the bag for the first out. That brings up Floyd Robinson, who's got 12 homers, 58 RBIs, batting .261. There's the pitch. And he strikes him out. Bobby Doerr is up with 11 home runs, 46 RBIs, traded from Vegas earlier in the season. And here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball through the hole. It's a single. Oh, Wally Post bobbles it a little bit. There's an error. So we got a single and an error on Post. He brings Doerr to second base. And that brings up Greg Nettles, who's got 11 homers and 49 RBIs and batting a .241 average. Here's the pitch. And there's a pass ball by Varitek behind the plate. And that brings Bobby Doerr to third base with 2 outs, and here's the pitch to Nettles. And there's a fly ball to left. Jason Worth is there to make the catch for the out, end of the first inning. Top of the second is Jason Worth leading off, who just made the last play. And here's the pitch. And a ground to the third. Greg Nettles takes it, scoops it up, throws it to first. Sievers gets it for the first out. And here comes Woody Held, batting .271, 13 home runs, 45 RBIs. And he strikes out. First strikeout for Pizarro. Here's Mike Cameron, batting .226 and hitting 14 home runs and 40 RBIs so far. And Cameron hits a long fly ball, and that is out of here. Home run, see you later, goodbye. Number 15. The season gives Horse Feathers a 1-0 lead. That brings up Wally Post. And he's a walk. Wally Post draws a walk, and here comes Joey Votto. 16 homers, 55 RBIs. Of Horse Feathers, and here's the pitch, and another walk. Pizarro is walked his second batter of the inning, and his first and second, 2 outs. And here's Jason Varitek, recently traded from the D-Gens. And it's a ground ball to first base. Sievers gets it and tags first for the out. And that retires the side. We get 1 run on the home run by Mike Cameron. 1-0 Horse Feathers. And here comes Al Smith. And he fly ball deep to right. Wally Post gets under it and makes the catch for the first out. Brings up Roy Sievers, who's 15 home runs, 69 RBIs. And there's a walk for Roy Sievers. First walk for Killian. Brings up Reggie Jackson, who's just having a tough year. 206, 17 home runs, 49 RBIs, but he's always a threat. So we can always put one out there as we play here at Sportsman's Park. And there's another walk. So both pitchers letting the walks get to them in the second inning here. And here comes Sherm Lawler. Not much power, but he's got a 268 average, so he could put it into play. And here's the pitch. Oh, walks the bases loaded, so bases are loaded for Luis Aparicio. And heck, here he comes, batting 245. Another not low power hitter, but let's see if he can continue to. And there's a fly ball to center field. Let's see if it's deep enough to get the run home. Sievers is front, and he tags and makes for the scores for the run, the sacrifice fly for Aparicio. It's 1-1. Here's Jim Landis with 2 outs. And another walk. That's 4 walks in the inning for Killian. He's just completely gone wild here. And Floyd Robinson is up. And there's a fly ball to center field. Cameron is under it and makes the catch for the out. So 4 walks in the inning only yields 1 run for the Berlin White Sox. So I think Horse Feathers will take that. Here comes Willie Randolph facing Pizarro. Pitch. And there's another walk. There's a 3rd walk for Pizarro. And there's Gary Sheffield. He grounds the first. Sievers tags first, and there's no play at second, so Randolph will go to second on the fielder's choice. Here comes Adrian Beltre. Here's a ground to short. Aparicio grabs it, throws the Sievers for first, for the second out, and here comes Jason Worth. Here's a fly ball to center field deep, and Landis goes back and grabs it. So that's the end of that inning. So 1-1 after 2.5. Here comes Bobby Doerr. Fly ball to right field. Wally Post grabs it for the first out. Greg Nettles is coming up now. And there's a walk for Nettles. His 5th for Killian. Al Smith comes to the plate. And there's a ground ball up the middle, and it's a single. And Nettles will go to second, and he'll hold up there. Cameron gets it in pretty quickly. First and second, 1 out. His Sievers. There's a fly ball to right field. Wally Post grabs it, and the runners retreat. 2 outs. And here's Reggie Jackson, who walked in the second inning. And another walk by Reggie Jackson. A 6th walk for Killian. Bases are loaded again. Sherm Lawler is up to the plate. And he strikes him out. So it's a trick or treat here for Killian. Luckily, he just hasn't been burned yet. Luckily for Horse Feathers. And here comes Woody Held. Here we go. There's a long drive, and it's gone. Woody Held hits a solo home run down the line. 384 feet for his 14th home run for Horse Feathers. Takes the 2-1 lead. Here comes Mike Cameron, who hit solo home run himself earlier in the game. A second inning. Here's the pitch. And Cameron grounds the second. Bobby Doerr. Oh, he bobbles the ball. Error on the Bobby Doerr on the second baseman. So Cameron makes it to first. And here comes Wally Post. First is a pickoff for a throw, and he's safe. There's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Picks it up. Throws the second for 1. Throws to Sievers for 2. Double play. 2 outs. Nobody on, and Votto's up. And there's a ground ball to first. Sievers picks it up, and that's the 3rd out. But they get a run and another home run. Solo shot. 2-1. Aparicio grounds to shortstop. Woody Held throws to Votto for the first, so the out. That's for 1 out. And here comes Jim Landis. And there's a foul ball. We'll do this again. Here's a grounder to short. Woody Held takes it, throws to first, and there's a a bad throw by Woody Held is an error, and Landis takes first base on an error. And that brings up Floyd Robinson, who is 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. And he walks him. Killian with his 7th walk. First and second, 1 out. It hasn't been burned really, but these walks, he's really messing with some fire here. Here comes Bobby Doerr trying to atone for that error. And he walks. Oh my goodness, they just like a turnstile here. Walk number 8 for Killian. He's at 89 pitches on the 4th inning. And here comes Greg Nettles. And there's a ground ball the second, where it goes to Held for 1. And again, saved by a double play that ends the inning. And it's 2-1 still Horsefeathers. That's 9 left on base for Berlin. Unbelievable. Okay, here comes Jason Varitek from Face Pizarro. And he strikes him out. Brings up Willie Randolph. And he flies out to center field. Landis is there and makes the catch. And here's Gary Sheffield, who's 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. And a line drive to Nettles, who makes the grab, ties the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Ed Killian is walking everywhere, but getting out of it. He still has a 2-1 lead. Here's Al Smith. There's a fly ball to left field, and Jason Worth's there to make the play. And 1 out. Roy Sievers at the plate. And it's a ground ball to shortstop. Woody Held tries to make the play and throws Devato to first for the 2nd out. And here's Reggie Jackson. It's 2 walks today. No official at bat. And strikes him out. And the catcher throws to first on a drop 3rd strike. So we get 3. We're through 5 now. It's still 2-1. Adrian Beltre faced Pizarro. And a walk. His 4th walk of the game. And here comes Jason Worth. Here's a shot up the middle, through into center field for 1. Beltre stops at first and second with no outs, and here's Woody Held. Had a home run earlier in the game. And he strikes him out. Both pitchers are rearing back and finding it when they need to. And here comes Mike Cameron with a home run this game. There's a base hit. Al Smith grabs it quickly, throws to 3rd, and you don't get him, but bases are loaded with 1 out. Here's Wally Post. And Wall is checking on Pizarro. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out. Huge strikeout by Juan Pizarro. That brings up Joey Votto. See if he can do something. Lefty versus a lefty. Votto strikes him out. Oh my goodness. Just another slew of people left on base. 6 now for the Horsefeathers. Still 2-1. Nobody wants to put this game away. And here comes Sherman Waller. Here's a fly ball to center field. Mike Cameron's under it, makes the catch for the 1st out. Luis Aparicio comes up. Here's a drive to 3rd, where Beltre picks it up and throws to Votto for the out. 2 outs. Jim Landis. Shortstop to Votto. 3 outs, and we go to the top of the 7th. Here's Jason Varitek to face Pizarro. And he strikes him out, his 6th of the game. Here comes Randolph.
Ball 4, take your base.
Walks him, his 5th walk for Pizarro. Here comes Gary Sheffield, 1 on. And, a steal attempt, and Randolph steals 2nd, his 27th of the year. Brings up Gary Sheffield again and he walks Sheffield as his 6th walk. He's trying to catch up to Ed Killian on the walk total today. Here's the pitch to Beltre, and he strikes him out. 7 strikeouts, 6 walks. Amazing. 140 pitches for Pizarro at this point, and he's still going. Let's see, he's due for 145, so he's close to his pull point here. Here we go. Jason Worth is up, and he hits a fly ball to center field, and he makes the catch. Again, nobody can take it up. 2 more left on base. 8 for the Horsefeathers, 9 for the White Sox, and here comes Floyd Robinson. Ed Jones has got 106 pitches, 145 is his expected pitch total. And here's Floyd Robinson. Hits a ground ball, single through the hole, on first base with no outs. He's a Bobby Doerr, who is 1 for 2 with a single.
Ball four.
And he walks.
Take your base.
There's Killian's 9th walk. It's ugly, folks, but the score is not. And here's Greg Nettles. And he laces a single, and finally Berlin. Oh, he doesn't score. No, bases are loaded. They don't get a run home on a runner at second, so it's bases loaded, nobody out. Let's see if Ed Killian's going to be pulled here. Here comes Al Smith, the bases loaded. And Veritek's going out to check on him. And the pitch is going to come, and here it is. And he strikes him out. Unbelievable. Just rearing back when you have to. And here comes Sievers, try to do some damage for Berlin. And there's a line drive to third base, and Beltre snags it. He still can't get a run home. 2 outs now. Bases are loaded. And Reggie Jackson looking to do something. Oops. Sorry about that.
Strike three.
And he strikes him out. He gets out of the base. 12 left on base, folks. This is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just can't get a run home with all these people on base. 12 left on base through 7 innings. And here comes Pizarro's still in there. We'll see if they pull him out. The manager, Woody Held. Pizarro's staying in there. Woody Held walks again. Pizarro's got a 7th walk. And they're still pitching up Cameron. He strikes out Cameron. So he's got 8 strikeouts, 7 walks. And here comes Wally Post. And there's a fly ball to center field, deep, and it's gone. Wally Post hits a 2-run homer, puts that hurts, and that Pizarro's got to be coming out now, I would imagine. Here comes Joey Votto, and early win to pitch. Yes, he is. Here comes Votto.
Ball four. Take your base.
He walks him. And his Veritek.
Ball four.
And another walk. Oh my goodness, just unbelievable. 4-1 game when they're walking batters with 1 out, the 8th inning. There's a ground ball to third, steps on third, and that's the only play they have. So it's still first and second with 2 outs. Gary Sheffield's up, hits a fly ball to left field, and he takes it for the out. Al Smith, and it does the damage though at 2-run home run. Wally Post. It's 4-1. 22 people total left on base in the game for both teams. Here comes Sherm Lawler. And there's a ground ball to Randolph. Votto for first, and the out. And here comes Luis Aparicio. Killian pitches, and he rounds a single through the hole. Poor play by Held. And runner at first and 1 out. Berlin has seen this before with all runners on base and just can't do a thing. Let's see if Landis can change the mojo here. And Landis with the fly ball to left field. That's going deep. That's deep, and it is gone. He matches the 2-run homer by Wally Post, and it's now again a 1-run game, 4-3. Horse feathers. That's a huge home run for Jim Landis. And here we go. And Ed Killian's kind of been in there. See if they take him out now. Floyd Robinson's 1 for 3. No, he stays in. And it's a ground ball to second. Throws to Votto for the out. Here comes Bobby Doerr. And it's a ground ball through the hole into right and single for Doerr. It's the second hit of the game. And here's Greg Nettles. 1 for 3 today with a single. And there's a grounder to Randolph, and he plays to Votto for the out that retires the side. It's the top of the 9th. Early win is in there. And Adrian Beltre is coming to the plate. And here's the pitch, and Beltre grounds to Doerr. Doerr throws to first for the out, number 1, the 9th inning, and here's Jason Worth.
Strike three.
And he strikes him out. That's 2 outs, and Woody Held's up. Here's a grounder to second, Doerr to Sievers, and that's the top of the 9th is through. Let's see if Al Smith can start off a little rally. They need to get a run to tie the game. Killian seems fine. So let's see what happens. Al Smith with a fly ball to deep to center field. It's off the wall for a double for Al Smith. This looks like promising for the White Sox, but with 13 left on base, you never know. Here comes Sievers. Let's see if Killian's going to stand there. He's standing there. Sievers walks his 10th walk of the game. Unbelievable. Here comes Reggie Jackson.
Strike three.
He strikes out Reggie Jackson. Killing is now in the red with 151 pitches. Sherm Waller doesn't seem to want to go to the bullpen. Here comes the pitch. Here's a ground ball to third, to Randolph for 1, back to Votto for 2, and that is the game. Horse Feathers holds on, 4-3 game. The left on base did end the Berlin White Sox in this game, so Horse Feathers goes to 89 and 59, and the White Sox go to 90 and 61. Great game here. And here's the box score. So we got Mike Cameron 2 for 4 for Horse Feathers. It's the key here was the clutch home runs here. Woody Held, Mike Cameron, and Wally Post all hit home runs to score the runs. And for Berlin, Jim Landis had the one hit with a home run that was brought them closer. 2 hits for Dorr, 2 hits for Smith. Reggie Jackson just terrible. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Just not clutch in any way, shape, or form here. Ed Killian goes the distance with 10 walks, 152 pitches, 21 and 12, and Juan Pizarro loses his 5 and 4. So that is the game there. I think we could squeeze in another one before 10 o'clock. So let's go to so that win brings Horse Feathers within 3.5 games and drops Berlin to 3 games behind Manchester. And speaking of Manchester, we are going to play Manchester, Long Island at Shea Stadium. I don't know why I'm not hearing sound here. I wish I could. Let me just see if I can play with this for a second. That's not it. Speakers. Nope, that's not it. Nope, not hearing any sound. Anyway. Lineups here. So we got lineups. Brandon Webb, right-hander, versus a lefty. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Right-hander. No lineup there. I was going to do the Legends lineup versus righties. And we got a lefty who's pitching today. Hold on a second. No pitcher. Computer lineup. All right. Legends lineup is there. And Manchester's lineup, I don't think he has anything for the 16th. Computer lineup versus left. Oh, yeah. So we got left versus left. Okay, so here we go. The game is Manchester faces Legends, Long Island Legends. Yeah. Long Island, who's a team, has a pretty decent team. I think they haven't really been able to form a cohesive unit, as their manager's been off doing his own little projects and dabbling in football and all other sports, and kind of not exactly put 100% effort on his team here. But hopefully in the season 2 he'll get his act together, right, folks? Just kidding, Legends. So we got Johansson. Let's go through the lineups here. We got leading off for the Manchester Red Bolts visiting. Got Milton Bradley batting first. Kevin Youkilis batting second, playing first base. Third is Elton Howard. Fourth is Mickey Mantle. Fifth is Carlos Quentin. Sixth is Stan Musial. Seventh is Alexi Ramirez. Eighth is Ken Keltner. Ninth is Ozzie Smith. And pitching on the mound is Johan Santana. Let's get right to it. The first pitch to Bradley. There's a base hit into right field. Bradley goes to first, and here comes Kevin Youkilis, traded from D-Gens for Dave Winfield. There's the pitch from Santana. Ground ball to third. David Wright to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get is Youkilis goes to second. Can't turn it. Here's Elston Howard. There's a fly ball to center field deep, and Beltran makes the catch in center field. And his next batter is Mickey Mantle against Johan Santana. There's the pitch. Grounds to Santana, throws to Killebrew. So there's a scoreless first inning for Manchester. And here comes Brandon Webb to the mound to face Jose Reyes batting first. Carlos Beltran batting second, Earl Batty batting third, Harmon Killebrew batting fourth, Ken Singleton batting fifth, David Wright batting sixth, Carlos Delgado, Jesse Burkett, and Luis Castillo round out the lineup for the Long Island Legends against Brandon Webb, who's pitched pretty well lately from Manchester. And here's the pitch from Webb. Here's a bunt by Reyes. Keltner comes in and plays the nice play to go to first for the out. Catching. Reyes was trying to catch him snoozing, but Keltner jumped in there and made the play to first. Here comes Beltran from Webb. There's a ground ball to second. Alexi Ramirez makes the play to Euclid for first for the out. And here comes Earl Batty. Grounds to third. Keltner makes another play. Batty's trying to beat it out, and he can't. It is thrown out just by a hair. That's the 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the second inning, and here's Manchester. Carlos Quentin versus Johan Santana. Quentin hits a ground ball, shows up. Reyes bobbles the ball, and it's charged with his 22nd error of the season. And here's Quentin at first base with no outs, and here's Stan the Man. Here's the pitch, and he grounds it to this through the hole. Oh, Carlos Quentin is caught off second base as he rounded second. They threw behind him and caught him as he was coming back, unsuspecting. So Quentin makes a kind of a blunder there at second base. So we have one out with a runner on first base and Musial, who had a single on the play. That was interesting. And here comes Alexi Ramirez. Grounds to Castillo, and it's an infield hit. Poor play by Castillo. He took his time and didn't realize Ramirez was getting down the line that quickly. So we got first and second. It's not exactly sharp playing here in the first early goings here of the game. Ken Keltner. He has a bases. Lines a single into right, and nobody's going to take an extra base here. So we have bases loaded with one out. Ozzie Smith. Ground to third. Only plays to first. Ozzie Smith didn't get him. Oh my goodness. There's a run scores. Let me just see how that happened there. I didn't quite see what happened. Oh, he stepped on third and tried to throw to first for the double play. So he did get an out at third base. So we have first and second. Run scores. It's 1-0. Here comes Milton Bradley. And a ground to right. Throws to Castillo to retire the side. So they get a run. One run on 3 hits for the inning. And here comes Killebrew. Rounds to short. Ozzie Smith to Euclid for 1. So that's the out. And here comes Ken Singleton. And he walks him. Brandon Webb walks number 1. Dave Wright is up with 23 homers and 75 RBIs on the season. Here we go. And there's a ground ball through the hole. First and second. There's a single to right. We've got one out, and Delgado comes to the plate. Kind of a light hitting year here for Delgado. Only 8 home runs, 26 RBIs, and 289 at bats. So it hasn't quite had the power that you were expecting. So we'll see what happens here. And he strikes him out. 2 outs. And Jesse Burkett's up. Dead baller. One of the few dead ballers on this team, it looks like. Here's the pitch to Burkett. And it's a foul ball. Or I misplayed it. I'm sorry. Howard misplayed it, but he's able to get it back, so no advance. Here's the pitch to Burkett. And he places a single into center field. Let's see if Singleton tries home and throw home, and he's safe. So it's 1-1 game. Legends is coming back. Brings up Luis Castillo, speedy second baseman. Here's the pitch. And he hits a fly ball to right field deep, and Milton Bradley grabs the ball down the line, almost in foul territory. That retires the side. Here we go to the third. Kevin Euclid leading off. There's a long fly ball deep to left center field. That one is gone. Kevin Euclid with a home run. It's the 26th of the season. The Greek god walks, goes yard. So, and here comes Elston Howard, hits a ground ball to third. David Wright rushes in, but he can't make the play. Just has to eat it. It's a single to Elston Howard. And here comes Mantle. Long fly ball deep to left field. Mickey Mantle, he goes deep into the stands on the left field, down the left field line. The 2-run homer, and Manchester is opening up the whoop-ass can right now on Legends. So it's his 39th home run. And here comes Carlos Quentin. He hits a long fly ball deep to right center field, but Singleton's under this one and makes the catch for the first out. Usual. He grounds to first. Killebrew grabs it. First, that's out number 2, and here's Alexei Ramirez. Fly ball at center field. Beltran makes the catch. Out number 3. 3-run inning. 4-1 game. Here comes Jose Reyes for the Legends against Brandon Webb. Ground ball to second. Alexei Ramirez makes the play to Euclid for out number 1. Carlos Beltran takes a walk to second base. Brings up Earl Batty, who grounded to third in the first inning. There's a pickoff throw, and he's safe. And the Beltran goes for the steal, and he's stolen base number 25. He gets in scoring position. Let's see if Earl Batty can drive him in. Here's a ground ball to Euclid. Gets Beltran over to third with 2 outs. And here comes Harmon Killebrew. Batting only .233 this season with 31 homers and 100 RBIs. So he's making good on his power, but not so much the average this year. So here comes the pitch to Killebrew, and he hits a line drive to Keltner. Makes the out, and it's the bottom. That's it through 3, 4-1 game. Here comes Keltner. Made the play just the last inning. This pitch from Santana hits a ground ball to short. Reyes throws the first for the out. Number 1. Johan Santana, Ozzie Smith, strikes him out. Ozzie Smith's a tough one to strike out, but Johan got him on that one. And here comes Milton Bradley.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And he walks him. Santana walks Bradley and brings up Euclid, who had a solo home run in the 3rd. And here comes the pitch.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. So Santana's kind of coming back here. Shuts out the Manchester in the 4th. Hopefully his team can get behind him and rally. Here comes Ken Singleton. There's a line drive to right field. There's a base hit for Singleton. And here comes David Wright with a single in the 2nd. And there's a line drive down the line. That could be trouble. It's going to be at least 2 bases for Wright. And Singleton's going to stay at third. So we got 2nd and 3rd. It's 33rd double for David Wright. Now Carlos Delgado is up. And he strikes him out again. Just a terrible disappointment so far this season for Delgado. And the season's almost over. So here comes Jesse Burkett. See if he singled in the 2nd inning. And he grounds out to Ramirez. And the run's going to score. There was only 1 out. So now there's 2 outs. Runs in. Runner at third base. So Luis Castillo up to the plate. And he lines it to center field. And that's going to be a great play by Mantle. Dives to make the catch, the 3rd out. 39th great play of the season. And then go to the 5th inning here. Elston Howard rounds the second. Through the hole for a single. Poor play by Castillo. I believe that was his 2nd one today. It was. And here comes Mickey Mantle. And he hits a ground ball single. Mickey Mantle had a towering 2-run homer earlier in the game. Throws another single up there, so we got no outs, 1st and 2nd. And Johan Santana's kind of running into issues here. Carlos Quentin, he walks him. Bases are loaded, no outs. Get some problems here. The Red Bolts. Batty comes out to check on Santana, and here's the pitch to Musial. Not the guy you want to face with the bases loaded. And he hits a fly ball deep to right center field, off the scoreboard, the huge scoreboard in right center field. That's a grand slam, folks, for Stan the Man Musial. It is now 8-2, 18th home run of the season, 73rd RBI. Holy crapola. 8-2 game, folks. And Johan Santana should be getting pulled soon. And here comes Alexei Ramirez. And Pedro Martinez is going to come in to pitch. Mop-up. He's got a mop-up pitcher, Pedro, late in his career. Luckily, because of the Field of Dreams time machine, next year he'll be getting younger. So here comes the Alexei Ramirez versus Pedro. And Pedro rushes over to first to cover, and Killebrew flips him the ball for the out, 1st out of the inning. Ken Keltner against Pedro. Lines to Castillo for the 1st out, for the 2nd out, I'm sorry. And then here comes Ozzie Smith. And Ozzie Smith hits a single over the shortstop for a base hit. And here comes Milton Bradley. Here's a grounder to Reyes, throws the first for the out. That retired side, so Pedro gets 3 outs. Ends the bleeding, and here comes Brandon Webb against Jose Reyes. Fly ball deep to right field. Milton Bradley's there for the out. Here comes Carlos Beltran. There's a long fly ball, but Milton Bradley comes in for that one, makes the catch. Earl Batty, 0 for 2. There's a grounder to third. Ken Keltner makes the play. Euclid, and we go to the 6th inning. 8-2, and here comes Pedro. Pedro is actually, let's see, he's got a 4.00 ERA and only 18 innings, so he has very limited work. He has a scoreless first innings, 1 inning so far this game. Here's the pitch to Euclid, and he pops up to David Wright. David Wright makes the catch. 1 out. Elston Howard, and he grounds a single up the middle. There's runner at first. He's 2 for 3 now. Oops. Oh, his third hit. I'm sorry. This is 3 for 4. And let's see what Pedro does against Mickey Mantle here. There's a fly ball center. Beltran makes the catch. 2 outs. And Carlos Quinton trying to do something. He's 0 for 2. And he grounds to third. David Wright. Oh, it's going to be a close play, and he's safe. He beats out another infield hit. And here comes Stan the Man with a grand slam last inning. 2 ducks on the pond this time. Let's see what happens here. 2 for 3. And he lines out, and Pedro Martinez reaches up and snags it for the 3rd out. So he stops Stan from doing much there. And here comes Brandon Webb facing Killebrew. And Killebrew walks. 3rd walk of the game for Brandon Webb. And Ken Singleton, true to his name, got a single last time up. Here we go.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out this time. He's up David Wright, who's 2 for 2. See, they definitely need some runs here. So it's bounce to Keltner, throws to Ramirez for 1 to Euclid. Double play, end of the inning. We go to the 7th inning. It's 8-2. Ramirez hits a ground ball to Castillo, throws the first for the out. 1 out. Ken Keltner is up. Here's a fly ball to right field. Ken Singleton with it makes the catch. 2 outs. Pedro Martinez is doing yeoman's work here, folks. Almost 2 2/3 scoreless innings. Try to keep the Legends into it, but see what happens with Ozzie Smith here. And the ground ball to second. Castillo to first. Does 3rd inning of work there. So 7th inning stretch here, folks. I can't hear it, so go with it. Here comes Carlos Delgado. Brandon Webb to Delgado. Hey, Delgado throws a single up on the right-hand side by Euclid for his first hit of the game. And here comes Jesse Burkett. And he hits a fly ball to right field. Milton Bradley's there for the out and is 1 out. And Luis Castillo. Howard's checking on Webb. There's the pitch to Castillo. Hits a grounder to second. Ramirez to Smith to Euclid for a double play. 4-6-3. And we go quickly to the 8th inning. And Pedro is continuing. Let's see if they leave him in, but he's really doing some fine work for a great pitcher. And here's Milton Bradley. Ground ball to first base. Killebrew to the bag himself. 1 out. Pedro versus Euclid, otherwise known as Shrek. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Kevin Mensch. Shrek was Kevin Mensch. And Euclid hits a single over Reyes first. Let's see, that was his. I can't tell you how many. Oh, let me see. What did he do for the game? Oh, that's Killebrew, Euclid. 2nd hit of the game, sorry. Here's Elston Howard. And here's a base hit for Howard. And it looks like Pedro might be tiring here. Let's see if he gets pulled. Mickey Mantle having a heck of a day. 2-run homer and a single. Batty comes out to check on Pedro. Let's see what happens. He's going to leave him in. And there's a base hit. Beltran. Oh, and nobody's going to score. So the bases are loaded. Carlos Quinton. And then, dare I say, Stan the Man Musial after him. Here comes, let's see what happens with Pedro. He's staying in there. Carlos Quinton grounds to short. It's a great play to Castillo. Oh, a double play. And it keeps the bases from being loaded for Stan Musial. And here we go to the bottom of the 8th. Jose Reyes pops it up to Ozzie Smith. Easy play, makes the catch for out number 1.
Strike 3.
Beltran strikes out. Brandon Webb's pitching great. 121 pitches though. He's getting he's getting long in his pitch count. See if they leave him in here. Yep. Frank Francisco is being summoned to the mound. And here comes Earl Batty. Here's a fly out to center field. Mantl's there and makes the catch. And we go to the 9th inning, 8-2. Pedro Martinez, 4 scoreless innings, 6 hits to given up. Let's see what happens here. Brought his ERA down to 3.43 from 4. Stan the man usual though, and he lines out to Castillo. Alexei Ramirez, it's a fly ball deep to center. Beltran is there to get to the out number 2. I'll tell you, if there's one bright spot in the game, it's Pedro Martinez. Just holding the almost 4 innings of scoreless baseball here. When Ken Keltner just walks. And here's Ozzie Smith. And he grounds to short. Jose Reyes to first for the out. And bottom of the 9th, got a long road for Legends, but let's see if Killebrew can do anything. There's a long drive from left field, and Quentin's there to make the catch. Ken Singleton.
Ball 4.
And he walks
Take
him.
your base.
Frank Francisco. That's fun to say. And here comes David Wright. And there's a long drive, home run for David Wright in garbage time from the 24. Makes it 8-4. Tries to make the score respectable. See what happens. Carlos Delgado is up to the plate. It's 1 for 3. And it could not come up big in some of the moments when they need him. Oh, Ralph Terry's going to be coming in. Pitch to Delgado. And he grounds to first. Harmlessly, Yukos makes the play. We got 2 outs. Jesse Burkett is the last chance here. And the ground ball to Ramirez makes the play to first, and the game ends 8-4. Manchester wins handily over Legends, Long Island Legends. Good game. Stan Musial had to have been the MVP of the game with the grand slam, although Mickey Mantle was 3 for 5 himself. Musial was 2 for 5 with 4 runs and a grand slam. On the Legends side, David Wright was a bright spot, 3 for 4. With 2 RBIs and a homer. And again, Brandon Webb pitched an excellent game. He's 11-13. Most of those losses, I would imagine, came from the team that traded him to Manchester by the trade deadline. Johan Santana falls to 9-13. Home runs by Youkilis, Mantle, Musial, and Wright. And the MVP is Stan the Man Musial. Great game here. So we got about 10 minutes before Beatles and Bernie go on. I'd like to maybe once they're done later on tonight, I'd like to, if they get finished, I would like to maybe possibly play a couple more games if people want to stay up for that. But what I'll do right now is just sim the rest of the day. And so we'll just go Hagerstown, Dallas, and then after the day's over, we'll check out the standings and see if anything's changed here. Hagerstown at Dallas. 10-2 Hagerstown. Just an offensive juggernaut this team is. Eddie Matthews goes 4 for 5 with his 32nd home run. Chico's in San Francisco. Chico's loses to San Francisco. So Cleveland could stay alive here. Littell with his 6th loss of the year. And here comes D-Gens against T-Ville. And the D-Gens beats T-Ville 5-4. Applebaum gets the win. And Jose Cruz for T-Ville gets a home run his 9th. Tampa Bay, Mid-Michigan. Tampa Bay loses to Mid-Michigan. Adam Wainwright gets the win. Bert Blyleven goes 12. Bert B. Home Blyleven is 12-12 now. Vegas versus Freds. Freds has a 1-game lead or a half-game lead over Vegas. It's kind of the race for second place here. So I guess with this could have been a good game to play, right? I want that second place trophy, said Freds. Let's see what happens. And Freds wins, beats Vegas. Vegas is tough out these days. But Steve Carlton gets to Freds via horse feathers via amazing, gets his 14th win. And here comes Cleveland versus Lehigh. And Cleveland wins. They beat Lehigh. So Cleveland's 8.5 games back at Chico's. Not going do not go gentle into that good night, young sirs. So Cleveland is saying, here comes Hadley Lake at Amazing. Amazing with a 3.5 game lead over Tampa Bay, trying to make it 4. And they do. They beat Hadley Lake 8-7. Preview of the next game. The next day's game would be Hadley Lake Amazing and Tampa Bay Michigan, if time permits. And Des Moines in Canada, this one's just Canada's probably playing their scrubs now. The bomb squad's in because they've already clinched the division. And Canada still shuts out Des Moines. J.R. Richard gets a win. Complete game, 11 strikeout performance. So they get their 109th win, and here comes. This is I guess Florence is a toilet bowl. I wouldn't even call them a favorite for the toilet bowl, but they could be. So Florence, Deerfield Beach is 20-something games ahead of them, and they're still in second to last place, but they couldn't make the toilet bowl because of Florence. So here we go. 8-5 Deerfield Beach. And I believe, because it's not, T-Ville and Florence are going for the number 1 seed for the toilet bowl, as T-Ville's got 42 wins and Florence has 46, but I think T-Ville's got a handle on that thing. So we'll see what happens. And that's the end of the September 16th, folks. Manchester 3.5 against Berlin. Chico's 8.5 over Cleveland. Amazing 4 games over Tampa. And I'm not going to talk about the Fire Division. So next game, folks, would be Hadley Lake Amazing and St. Pete Tampa. That's what, not Mid-Michigan. I apologize. Hadley Lake Amazing and St. Pete versus Tampa. The taxi series continues. The water taxi series continues. So here we go, and we are going to end the broadcast now. Please go over to Bernie Strom's channel in about 7 minutes as he brings you Diamonds and Dice, the first of many, hopefully, live streams on YouTube. I guess you'd call it a podcast, where it's going to be discussions on all things baseball simming. And Beatles Eternally, the famous Beatles Eternally, will be joining him in the booth. And hopefully it should be some great discussion, some fun, some laughs. And it'll be interesting to see what they have up their sleeve for the first episode. So we'll probably be on later tonight. If not, I'll definitely be on just to do a quick sim of the last day. So stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.